You said that being a slut isn't shameful.
Okay.
Erroneous.
I guess I'm gonna have to talk to. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Not you, kind of. You.
It's fine.
Maybe you. Whatever.
I'm curious for you. This is going to become a meta conversation. Like, do you feel like, I don't know if you've had anybody, like if you've had this sort of interaction with people, but like, do you think the way you've like conducted yourself on the podcast and like the other panelists' assessment of you and the chat, like, do you think that's an opportunity for you to reflect on how you act?
Are you kidding me?
Like, or are you just that, like you have such a lack of agency that you cannot conduct yourself
you know what?
in the appropriate way?
I'm grateful that it did happen because this is something
You're 38 years old,
I
mind
know.
you. But like, has nobody, Jesus, that laptop came out of nowhere.
This is my biggest character defect. Of course. I'm like a crazy, like, blah, 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 right? Like, I sort of got on a meth.
But do you have no capacity to control yourself? I'm
barely.
just confused.
Isn't that crazy?
Why?
No, I do.
Why?
I do. No, I do. Trust me, I do in some sense, right?
If you were in a courtroom,
I thought you were saying court. Yeah.
Have you ever been in front of a judge for anything?
Dude, no, dude. Why would I go in front of a judge? Like,
I don't know, but like,
I get away with murder.
I imagine in that scenario you would be able to conduct yourself in a way that is not as you're acting now.
Absolutely would.
So what is preventing you? Like, what if you're able to do it in that scenario? Why can't you just conduct yourself like? I don't mind people who are a bit eccentric and they're exciting, but like you have demonstrable behavioral issues, and it's shocking to me that I have to say this to a 38-year-old. And I'm not trying to attack you, but I'm just like...
I love that you're saying this right now. It's actually kind of epic because, like, I wondered how it was going to go. This is my first podcast ever. Ever. Okay. And, I knew podcasts would be coming soon, whatever, but, like, this is my first podcast ever. And I was super nervous. Still am. I'm just like, I don't even know if I belong, like, whatever, And the reason I just like the nerves and being late and just everything was so like that you are seeing my character defects that I know that I have. Like, I'm not in.
She has, like, the thing is that she's totally capable of like pulling it together, and she'll see this like for herself,
and, like,
she'll be like, she'll like reassess and
these are sort of things you learn when you're a child, though. Like,
when I was a child, I was literally
not to interrupt, to just if somebody else is speaking, allow them to finish their thought, not being like disruptive. Mind you, not only are these sort of like general things that you ought to get without even being prompted or instructed to, but before the show, Nick, who I think I was kind of paying attention, you were even disruptive while Nick was asked for your attention while he was giving the pre-show instructions.
So my intentions are pure, and I remember that, and I was like very
but you don't have to state your case. You don't have to state your case. You don't have to state your case.
Yeah, I'm not trying to state my case. I'm just saying my intentions are pure. I do remember that.
But not only is it just sort of, not only is it self-evident that you conduct yourself in like a certain way, we explicitly tell people, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, don't do that, don't interrupt, don't do X, Y, Z. So we give it explicit instructions, even though it's something that most of the instructions we give, people should just get to begin with.
I know.
But even with the instructions, you still seem to fail.
My husband would agree with you 100%. He's like our biggest, like, yeah, I have work to do.
But I don't understand, like, you seem self-aware.
I'm very self-aware.
So people are capable of growth. People are capable of changing. So
there's a first for everything. I'm going on a podcast. I don't even know.
But I've called you out quite abrasively to alter your conduct.
Dude, I love that about you. Thank you.
I'm not trying to elicit some sort of, but like
you are.
But it occurs to me that like most people, if you kind of check them, and I've done so quite strongly throughout the show, will like kind of check themselves. Oh, okay, let me get in line. But you're just like total chaos.
Want to know why? Well, I do too. Hold on. It's because here's the thing. It's because this is like what just came to me just now, right? Just right into my head right now. It's because I feel like my stance out of all of these people and my my life and my stance and my life and what I'm about out of everybody here on this panel and whoever's watching whatever is so bizarre and hard to explain that like I'm already an inarticulate person. I try, but like, so it's very anxiety.
Did you say inarticulate?
I'm very
inarticulate.
Huh? I said I'm already not articulate.
Your ability to articulate or not articulate is kind of irrelevant in terms of like somebody could.
I'm just having anxiety. Like I'm just.
Well,
it's just the first.
Wouldn't somebody who has anxiety actually kind of like?
Not necessarily,
No.
because she mentioned earlier
Like,
that she has
I have
ADHD,
anxiety.
and if she actually has ADHD,
princess.
and Q will support me on this, like that in the DSM is characterized by the inability to connect those pieces. So all of Brian's recommendations, if that is a true diagnosis that you suffer from, would
Since
make
fourth
it
grade,
would
was you asking
completely
about my
explain
behavioral
everything
issues,
that has happened on this episode, quite frankly. And I would also just like to point out that like we all have flaws, and just because they're not so straightforward doesn't mean that you are just maybe more eccentric, but like not less than in any way.
Reality donated $100. Just want to point out that only women and children can get away with behavior like this. If that was a man sitting there, it would not be tolerated
I
to
am
the
a
same
man.
degree.
Wait, who said I wasn't?
Stop it.
But
You're even your answer to the TTS. I am a man.
You said in the
This is
beginning.
like-
You
this
said in
is
the beginning
such,
that
like-
I was supposed to roast them back. You said that.
What?
Actually,
We said
You
you.
said that.
you did.
You
Nick-
said
You
that.
You did actually
You
say
said that.
roast
That's
them
why I've
back.
been doing it. Swear.
Bible.
Bible.
No, Nick says in the.
Pull it up.
He said, "Feel free to roast them."
Nick says if the chat's roast. No, in our 10-minute pre-show, Nick says, listen. Be prepared. Some of the chats might roast you. If you
Roast
want,
them
you can
back.
roast them back.
No,
that
you
way you
should
don't.
roast
That
them
way
back.
you don't feel like it's a one-directional.
Well, guess what?
Like
This whole thing
you
is
can
about how
roast
crazy I
back.
am, so I gotta. Like he said, I should. I'm following.
No, he didn't say
directions.
you should. He said you can if you
No,
want to
he
roast
said,
back.
Do it.
No, he didn't. But it's just like it's. But you weren't roasting back. You said I'm a man.
Like whatever, dude. Because whatever.
Oh,
Okay, cool, bro.
I'm a man.
Okay, cool, bro. Yeah, but he's right though.
He is. If
He's
you were
right.
a man,
He is
then
right.
it would be crazy.
So let's just pretend I'm a man. He probably likes that better, anyways.
Can I ask her a
The
question?
thing is, she'll
No, I'm
deflect.
just
She'll
gonna move on.
deflect because
I'm
of
just
her.
gonna move on.
Move on.
All right. Okay.
Did I get kicked out?
Here, I'm going to get through my prompts. Okay, let's try to bring it back to this. You said that being a sleut isn't shameful.
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay, so I think that. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Here, let me help you once again. If Nick makes a correction, you need not take 3 seconds of the show to address it and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do the fix.
I just did. Okay. So
So then I don't have to take 10 seconds away from the show and say, like, okay, now we're getting
well,
really
we can
meta.
actually take like 30 minutes from the
Jesus
show
fucking
and start
Christ.
talking to other
Forward.
people. We can start. We
How
can
about-
take, like, I don't mean like I'm really
Okay,
not.
you say, so you say that,
Being a is empowering if
It's-
you want to be a right?
okay,
Okay,
disavow.
the wording, okay, could be different, whatever. This is for